and welcome to the Cruise Show. I'm Carly and this is John. Well, how would you like to cruise in 5-star luxury with a country house hotel feel to some incredible destinations around the world? Well, stay tuned because today we are cruising with Holland America Line and we have got 3 incredible holidays for you. I'm just going to say South America. I'm going to say Asia, Indonesia. What are you thinking? I'm thinking get your pen and paper ready and the phone handy because these are some incredible holidays that you are going to make incredible memories on. And to tell us a little bit more about Holland America Line, it's the cruise man himself, Mr. John Cooper.
Thanks very much indeed, Carly. Well, Holland America are a traditional cruise line. They're steeped in history. Obviously, they're an American cruise line, but they've got that liner feel to them, and it's luxury all the way. You'll feel at home in their comfortable, homely surroundings. The artwork around the ship is worth millions of dollars. The food is incredible. They have so much to do on the ships as well. They have these things just happening. Like they have theatres with cookery lessons in, specially made. Have wine tasting classes where you can mix your wines as well. The whole thing is just incredible. It's an enrichment programme like no other. And then there's the destinations. They are destination rich in where we're going. Wait till you see. If you like style, if you like class, if you like quality, you're in the right place because we're going to take you around the world with Holland America.
And we're going to start out by taking you on a South American adventure. This is in February next year on board the MS Zaandam. So let's have a little look what you can find on board.
Yeah, this gives you a real good flavour of what Holland America cruise ship is all about. It's all about style. And you see the way it's like the classic liner, isn't it? With the darkened hull and what have you. And then you get on board and there's the accommodation, which is so comfortable. And there's so many different variations of stateroom as well, from the suites like this to the insides, the ocean views, the balcony staterooms. It's all about choice, and that's what a Holland America ship really does offer you. Choice on things to do and places to go. There's a place like the Neptune Lounge here, which wait till you see the artwork in here as well. It's incredible. It's relaxation, but don't go around thinking there's nothing to do. You are going to be overwhelmed with what stuff to do. This is the main stage, which is like the main nightclub, if you like, the main theatre. I mean, look at it. It's absolutely incredible. And the West End style shows they put on. But it's not just like a theatre, because what they also have is they have an area where it's like a seating in. Remember the old cabaret clubs where you could sit around, like you see, and have a drink and watch the show. It's incredible. Really is incredible. And the style of the shows as well. They have one of the largest entertainment crews at sea. It's one of the most incredible things you'll ever get to see. Plus, you know, while all this is going on, of course, there's other things happening around the ship as well. Of a night, the ship just comes alive. They have sing-along bars, which I just love. Do you know those sort of things? They have, you know, obviously there's the casinos, there's the bars, there's the nightclubs as well. There's the comedians. There is so much going on. Here's the Culinary Arts Centre. This is what I was telling you about, a theatre specially made where they cook food. It's like a TV studio. It's like Saturday live. It really is. It truly is incredible. Well, that's the sort of things you can expect on the ship. And this is the MS Zaandam going around on the South American adventure. And we've added some things into this, so you're going to really love it. This is going on the 17th of February next year for 70 nights. We're going to start off by flying you from London Gatwick to Buenos Aires in Argentina. When you get there, we're going to be putting you up overnight at the NH City Buenos Aires on a bed and breakfast basis. And Buenos Aires is truly, truly spectacular. You've got to have a steak while you're there. The Argentinian steaks are to die for. They really are. And the shopping in Buenos Aires is fantastic. Next day, you're going to be joining the MS Zaandam in Buenos Aires, and that is where the fun begins. We're going to cruise out from there, and our first port of call is Punta del Este in Uruguay. And once again, There are so many things going on here as well. It's a different world. Rio de Janeiro. Can you imagine cruising in, seeing the statue of Christ the Redeemer? The beaches. I mean, you know, Copacabana Beach. Oh, dear me. Búzios now. This is once again absolutely incredible. Amargo de Búzios. This is in Brazil again. Still Abraro in Brazil. Incredible. Do you know what? The things you can do as you go inland here are incredible too. Then we're into Santos in Brazil. This is for São Paulo, which is absolutely fabulous. São Paulo you're going to love. Then we're on to Porto Buelo. I mean, look at the beach there. And by the way, I forgot to tell you, it's summertime here. It's summertime here. Then we're into Montevideo. This is Uruguay. Colonial. It really has got history, and it's gorgeous to wander around. Then we're back into Buenos Aires. That's where we're going to fly you to the Iguazu. This is where you're going to fly to Iguazu, because this is where we're going to take you for 2 nights stay at the Hotel Mercure Iguazu on a bed and breakfast basis to go and see the falls. Look at these waterfalls are one of the most wonders of the world. You're going to have 2 nights, so you get a full day to see these waterfalls. Because I tell you now, a person I knows that his wife said they were 10 times better than Niagara Falls. And that's a president's wife. I mean, if she's saying that, what are you going to say? After that, we're going to fly you back to Buenos Aires, and then we're going to fly you back to the UK. Obviously, just changing planes in Buenos Aires there. It is absolutely an incredible holiday with so much included. Those Iguazu Falls are lovely. Then, you know, all around South America there. And then, you know, I just love it because it's one of those places that not many people around here have been to, have they? You know, it's not many of your friends have been to Buenos Aires, to Montevideo. Not many. Be the first. I know it's a considerable amount of money, but it's a considerable holiday. You're going far, far away. It's a 5-star cruise. We've included all your flights and overseas transfers. You're going to 1 night at the NH City Buenos Aires on a bed and breakfast basis, 12 nights full board on the MS Zandam and the journey from Buenos Aires. And then you're going to fly off to Porto Iguazu for the tour, which includes the Iguazu Falls. Then you're going to have 2 nights while you're there in the Hotel Mercure Iguazu on a bed and breakfast basis. You're going to see all of Argentina and Brazilian side of the Iguazu Falls as well. All the transfers are provided as well. It's absolutely incredible. If you want it, don't hang around, my friends. Get on the phones and book it now. If you've got any questions, and on an adventure like that, you will have questions, just give us a call. Remember, it's a free call number from a mobile or a landline, and we're waiting for your call.
Wow, what an incredible itinerary. Just imagine all the wonderful food you're going to try, the new cultures you're going to experience, and you're going to be travelling in 5-star luxury. And like I said at the beginning of the show, you are going to come back with a lot of incredible memories. So get yourself on the phone, get more details from us, and get yourself on this wonderful holiday. Let's have another little sail back through those details. So we're going to be flying you out to Buenos Aires, where you've got your 1-night stay at the NH City Buenos Aires. Why not tour the Teatro Colón, the 3rd best opera house in the world, while you're there? But we transfer you to the Zandam. This is where we're going to sail out and head for Punta del Este, Uruguay, known as the Saint-Tropez of Uruguay thanks to its beautiful beaches and upscale resorts. Then we're into Rio de Janeiro, offers more than you can imagine with breathtaking views from the mountain there and great deals in the endless markets and malls. Then we'll arrive into Amargo dos Búzios in Brazil. If you're a keen snorkeler, head to Furuda Beach, it's wonderful. Then we're into Abrao in Brazil, perhaps head off on a hiking trail or maybe relax on the beach before we arrive into Santos. Why not visit the orchid garden while you're here? There's a fine selection of plant life and animals as well. And our next port of call will be Portobello, a beautiful port of call and home to a fun water park as well for something different to do. Before we arrive into Montevideo, the capital of Uruguay, variety of shopping opportunities while you're there. Then we're back into Buenos Aires, where we're going to fly you to Iguazu to join join that tour of the falls, and that is included in the price of your holiday. And then you've got your 2-night hotel stay at the Hotel Mercure Iguazu on a bed and breakfast basis before we fly you back to the UK. What an incredible holiday. You've got your stay in the hotel at the beginning, your wonderful 5-star luxury cruise, and then your Iguazu waterfalls tour and your 2 nights in the hotel there as well. All of that for £3,149. As John said, I'm sure you've got lots of questions. Get yourself on the phone and find out more from our dedicated team. It's 0800 655 6449. Well, we're going to move on to our next itinerary, and this is another incredible adventure. This is an Indonesian explorer, and we're going on board the MS Volendam. So we're going to join Richard now to give you a little flavour of what Holland America Line has got to offer.
Now this is located right in the heart of the ship. We've got reception just to the side of me here. We're open from 8 o'clock in the morning for breakfast, and then from 11:30 you can get snacks, and all of these snacks, they're all complimentary, included in the price of your holiday. Things like sandwiches and cakes. Well, talking of cakes, there's the Konings ball, which I'm looking forward to having later on, which is like a huge profiterole. But before all that, I've got myself a little snack. Got myself some fries, some mayonnaise, as you do, and some peanut butter, which is something a little bit different. I'm looking forward to this. I'm just finished these. You can have a look around the ship. Welcome to the main dining room here on board. Now you can pop here of course for breakfast, but of course this is where evening meal is served, and I experienced the gala night the other evening, and that was a grand affair. Now tonight I'm here for the smart casual night, so you can see my attire. This is typically what you can wear on a smart casual evening. Well, this is one of my favourite areas of the ship. This is the Lido Marketplace. This is the help yourself buffet option. And of course, you must come here when you step on board. Come into the buffet, it's the law of the sea for the first thing that you must do. Now, each of the areas is split up into different like marketplace areas. This is the place you can get sushi and noodles. There's a place you can get fresh meat. There's a place you can get sweet desserts like I found here as well. Salads, everything you could possibly think of, you'll find it here in the Lido Marketplace. I just don't know where to start first. Well, this is one of my favourite areas. This is gelato. You can come here. It's on the Lido deck, right by the pool, and you can come for an ice cream. Can I get a strawberry waffle cone, please? Thank you very much. Thank you very much. Well, I'll enjoy this. See you later. Welcome to the Culinary Arts Centre on board. Now you can come here for just a cover charge and create a 5-course dinner with the chef. The show's about to begin, so I'm just going to get my seat. Welcome to Club Howl on board. Now this is for children. They can have fun throughout the day. Now you can bring your child here aged between 3 and 6 and they'll go in the kids area, between 7 and 12 and they'll go in tweens, and between 13 and 17 they can go in the loft area. Whichever area they go in, they will have fun making things, designing things, playing games, and more importantly making new friends whilst you enjoy your cruise holiday.
It's a great flavour of how the ships feel, isn't it? It really is a great flavour. Now, this is going on the Volendam once again. We're going on an Indonesian explorer holiday on the 12th of February next year for 17 nights. we're going to start off by flying from the UK out to Singapore. Now, when you get to Singapore, that's where we're going to be putting you up for a night at the Holiday Inn Atrium in Singapore. I mean, when you're in Singapore, you see that building there, you see the top thing. There's an infinity pool up there. You can go and have a go. Oh, it's incredible. Maybe have a Singapore sling and raffles. You know, you can do it all. Then the next day, we're going to be joining the MS Volendam. What a lovely ship this is. 5-star service right throughout. We're going to sail out from Singapore, and our first port of call is in Jakarta. And what a lovely, I mean, these places we're going to are just incredible. And you know, there's so much to see and do. Semarang, Colonial. It takes you back. You can see the history of it all. There's so much going on here. Then we're off to Surabaya. And Surabaya is lovely. Once again, it's the history of the place that you go to. And the weather here this time of year, absolutely incredible. Komodo Island is next. And when you get there, just have a look around and take it all in, because you're just incredible. Lombok now, this is Bali. We're in Bali. I mean, the people are so friendly here. It's untrue. And look at the beaches. And you're going to be there in the height of the summer. Bueno as well. This is in Den Spa. It's lovely. We're going to overnight in Port here as well. It's a lovely holiday resort too. So there's a lot to see and do there as well. You'll really enjoy it. And the food is incredible while you're there too. You're going to enjoy that. To Java. Then a lovely port call. Then we're into Pralolonga in Java as well. Once again, you know, it's the atmosphere here and the people are so friendly. Then it's back into Singapore. When you get back to Singapore, it's not just a quick flight home, because what we're going to do is we're going to overnight in port, so you get the full flavour of Singapore again. Maybe go back and see some things that you never got to see on the first time you were there. And then we're going to fly you back to the UK. This is based on Gatwick flights, 2299. When you consider the journey you're going on, and we've included all your flights, your transfers, I say we're also giving you the one night at the Holiday Inn Atrium in Singapore to get you going, and 14 nights on the Volendam as well. It's an incredible holiday, and I think, yeah, it is, you know, an expensive holiday, but look what you're getting and look where you're going. If you want it, dial the number. Got any questions? Dial the number.
I worked with a lot of Indonesian crew members on board the ships when I was away, and you know what? They were the friendliest people I've ever met, and the photos I've seen of the different islands that they all came from are incredible, and you're going to get to learn all about that wonderful culture. So let's have another little sail back through the details. So we're going to fly you from the UK out to Singapore, where you've got your one night stay at the Holiday Inn Atrium. Try some of the street food while you're there. You will not be disappointed. Then we'll be joining the Volendam and sailing out to Tanjung Priok in Jakarta. Visit local cafes and restaurants for some freshly caught fish, or head to the Presidential Palace. Then we're into Semarang. Explore Semarang itself to experience its Dutch heritage, or maybe head to the Borobudur Temple. Then we're into Surabaya, the second largest city in Indonesia, and where the battle for independence began, so the city is steeped in history. Our next port of call will be Komodo Island, a beautiful destination, and of course, home to the Komodo dragon. Then we're into for Lombok. Take a trip to the pottery village or the Sukara weaving village, or maybe one of the many beaches. Then we'll arrive into Benoa in Denpasar. Overnight here, so head to the popular Kuta beach or head into Denpasar, the capital city, to see temples and the central market. Before we arrive into Probolinggo, enjoy a trip to Mount Bromo, the most famous volcano in Indonesia, before we sail you back into Singapore, where we've got that overnight in port. And all of that, before we fly you then, of course, the holiday comes to an end, back to the UK. All of that from £2,299. Don't wait. Get on this wonderful holiday. The experiences are going to be incredible. It's 0800 655 6449. Well, we're going to move on now to our final itinerary, and this one we are taking you around Asia on board the MS Volendam. So let's have a little look what you could expect on a Holland America Line cruise.
Once again, it is the classic line of features of the ship. Do you know you're on a classic ship with heritage, a line of heritage, and that doesn't mean old-fashioned, by the way. That just means it's got heritage. It means it's fun, but you know there's so much going on. I mean, there is still the spa treatments to treat yourself to, and why wouldn't you? You know, you're on holiday after all. This is what it's all about. The food is incredible. The entertainment is fabulous as well. The stuff that goes on around the ship, you know, they have all little workshops and port talks and those sort of things. So you can really get immersed in the whole atmosphere on board. And of an evening, it just comes alive with so much entertainment. And do you know what the great thing is at the end of the night? You don't have to go get a taxi home or think, you know, how am I going to get there? Will I get lost on the way back? You just get in the lift and go home. Look, there's a fitness centre. If you want to get into all that, you can do it. It's all there for you. Or you can just lie and read a book and listen to some music. It's up to you. So this is the Volendam going on an Asian Explorer holiday on the 13th of January next year for 21 nights. An incredible 3 weeks away. Going to fly you out to Singapore. And you're going to stay for 2 nights in a lovely hotel, the Grand Koh Potha waterfront, which is really lovely. We're going to include a Singapore city tour here as well. So you really get to see Singapore and find out all the features. You might want to go to Raffles once again for another Singapore sling. You've got to do that. It's incredible. And then we're going to be joining the Volendam. Now, you were room only in Singapore. This is now full board. And we're going to cruise out from Singapore on our first port called Koh Samui. I don't know if you've ever seen that film, The Beach, with Leonardo DiCaprio.
Oh,
That's
yes.
where it was filmed. Also, quite a few of the Bond films have been filmed there as well. It's absolutely lovely. Bangkok, you've got to have a go in a tuk-tuk in Bangkok. It's like it's taking your life into your hands, but it's a lot of fun. And there's a floating market there as well, which is great. Then we're off to Cambodia, and this is absolutely incredible. Sukhumvit, you know, the beaches here are to die for. Then Phu Mai. Once again, this is Vietnam. And, you know, people have perceptions of Vietnam because of, you know, the Americans and all that, but it's such a pretty place. It really is. The people are so lovely. And Nha Trang there in Vietnam as well. The food, you've got to try. It's just incredible. It really is. Then we're off to Nha Trang. Once again, this is lovely. Once again, Vietnam, the history of it all. And the people are so friendly. Halong Bay, I mean, you cruise into here and you see some sights that you can only see from a ship. And it's just truly, truly incredible. Then we call into Hong Kong. Now, when you get to Hong Kong, that's where we're going to disembark. We're going to have 2 nights stay at the Metro Park Causeway Bay Hotel in Hong Kong on a room-only basis. And while you're there, we're going to give you the Big Bus Hong Kong hop-on, hop-off tour as well. So it's on the Big Bus. So it must be, if it's the Big Bus, it's got to be fairly good.
Well, yes.
Yeah. No little buses for us, only the Big Bus. So you get that Big Bus hop-on, hop-off tour, and that's going to take you all around Hong Kong. And then we're going to fly you back to the UK. When you consider this a 3-week holiday, when you consider you're going to be going, what is the best this summertime? Yeah, I know it's £2,049, but what's included? All your flights and overseas transfers. This is based on Heathrow. We can add in regional flights as well. Call us, we'll quote you separately. You're going to get 2 nights at the Grand Copthorne Hotel waterfront. That's included in your stay in Singapore, and we're going to include the Singapore city tour as well. Then you're going to get 15 nights full board on the Volendam, going out all those wonderful places. And then 2 nights at the Metro Park Causeway Bay Hotel in Hong Kong. And we're going to give you the hop-on, hop-off tour bus in Hong Kong as well. There is so much included in the price of this holiday. And it's not, when you consider it's not a lot, is it? It's not a lot. It's a 5-star ship. It's full board. It's places that, steeped in history and romance. Oh, Hong Kong, Vietnam. This is incredible, isn't it? Cambodia, Bangkok, Koh Samui, Singapore. Oh, okay, I'll go if you want. It's going to be great, isn't it? There's the number. Don't miss out.
It really is an incredible holiday. And as John said, when you think of all the things that are included, this is what we do here at Vision Cruise. This is a Vision Choice holiday. We've put it together especially for you. We've added those tours in, the stays in the hotels, and then that wonderful cruise with Holland America Line on board the Volendam. You can't get this anywhere else because we've put it together just for you here at Vision Cruise. So get on the phone and speak to one of our dedicated teams. I'm sure you've got lots of questions about this itinerary and we're going to be able to answer them for you. Let's have another little sail back through those details. So we're going to be flying you out from the UK to Singapore, where you've got your 2-night stay in the Grand Copthorne Waterfront Hotel there. And of course is included your Singapore city tour. And we'll be joining the Volendam and sailing out to Koh Samui, visit the Buddha Meditation Centre, or maybe try elephant trekking while you're there. And then our next port of call will be Bangkok. You can do some shopping as soon as you step on land, or maybe visit the Grand Palace. Our next port of call will be Sihanoukville in Cambodia. Visit the stunning waterfalls or relax on the beach before we arrive into Phú Mai for Vietnam. Head to Ho Chi Minh City for the day and experience the hustle and bustle of this friendly city once known as Saigon. Then we'll arrive into Nha Trang. If you're an adventurous foodie, you can sample a bung cha ka. It's a soup made from sailfish and jellyfish. Fancy that, John?
Yes.
Then we're into Da Nang. Why not visit the Buddhist grottos of the Marble Mountains while you're there? Before arriving into Ha Long Bay, Vietnam, of course, you can head and have a close-up look at the limestone islands, and the caves are a spectacle for the eyes. Then we'll arrive into Hong Kong, where we're going to transfer you to the Metro Park Causeway Bay Hotel, and you've got your 2-night stay there, and of course the big bus Hong Kong tour, hop on, hop off, is included in the price, and all of that from that wonderful price of £2,049. What an incredible holiday. Get yourself on the phone. It's 0800 655 6449. We've shown you just 3 incredible holidays that Holland America Line have got to offer. There are even more. Take a little look on the website visioncruise.co.uk and give one of our team a call. If you've never cruised before and you fancy one of these, get on it. From myself and from John, see you next time.
Yeah, we're going to try some of that soup. See you soon. Carry on cruising.
You've been watching a commercial presentation on behalf of Vision Cruise.